This is Tony Tentoez, and you're watching Tentoez TV. So today's gonna be a serious topic, right, guys and gals? But it's gonna be 5 ways to stay sober. And if you guys know, if you guys been watching the earlier videos, you know that I had an active addiction problem that I got out of, and I'm just gonna be sharing basically what I did and basically what helped me, and maybe it resonates and maybe it could help you. So this video is going to be for the ones that aren't in active addiction, and if you are in active addiction, I feel for you, I pray for you to get out of it. Like, this shit's no joke. It's scary. Like, this is a life and death situation, And so for the ones that are in active addiction, I pray for you, but these are gonna be for the ones that, have just left the rehab, or, the ones that barely got into MAT services. And if this resonates with you and you guys like the video, I'll make a longer video on reasons that help me on how to stay sober. But so I was in active addiction for about 14 years, and I've been using for a long time, and I just got out of it. But these are the things that helped me. Number one, I gave myself daily affirmations every single day. I told myself that I was worth it. I told myself that I know I'm gonna make it. I told myself that I am a beautiful soul. I told myself that I am worthy of love. I told myself that I am great. Every single day. I got up, I washed my face in that rehab, and I looked in the mirror and I said those affirmations. I looked myself dead in the mirror, dead in my face, and I said, you're a beautiful soul, you're an awesome person. Your past doesn't define you, and you have a chance to grow. Your past will never define you, you have a chance to grow. I know you've been through pain. I know you struggled, but it's your time, and you're about to move these mountains. And telling myself stuff like that every single day helped me out. It made me feel beautiful inside. And I've had a lot of wrongdoings. I've done a lot of wrong in my life, and I paid the price for all of it. I promise you that. So I had to tell myself these things every day to build my spirit up. So building spirit, that's very, very important when you're getting sober and when you're staying sober. Building spirit up. Because remember, our dopamine levels are low. They're, everything that used to make us feel good, we would do that, but using at the same time. So everything that used to make us feel good no longer feels good anymore. So, we don't have any interest in playing video games, any interest in this and that and the third, ... You know what I mean? So, yeah, affirmations and building spirit, that's very, very important. Number two, you have to surround yourself with very, very good people. You have to surround yourself with people that are going to support you through this. You can't hang around the same people that you used to. You can't call your friends up that were using, like, hey, yo, bro, I just got clean. You want to hang out? It's not going to work like that, And then don't try to, talk about that with your friend if they're not ready. Keep them at a distance. Don't hang out with them in person, because then you're going to set yourself up for failure. And then you're going to think in your mind, oh, that one's not going to hurt me. I'm not even hurting anymore. I can do this and then get back to my regular life, because it doesn't work out that way. 1 turns into 2, 2 turns into 3. And what is the saying that we know, guys? 1 is too many, and 1,000 is never enough. We all know that saying. Come on, if we all been in the circle. 1 is too many and 1,000 is never enough. Because addiction is way more than just feeling withdrawals in your body. It's a mental thing. You can get addicted to anything. To working out. You can get addicted to playing video games. You can get addicted to food. You can get addicted to just about anything. You get addicted. And so, yeah, you gotta surround yourself with really, really good people, and everything in moderations. Everything. And Surround yourself with people that you aspire to be. Surround yourself with people that in your head, like the idea of friends that you have, surround yourself with those kind of people. Surround yourself with people like yourself, people that are trying to change, people that are growing. And it's so much more than just, surrounding yourself with good people. Surround yourself with people who are also growing, And you might meet friends at the rehab you're at, or at the place that, you're sobering up at, or, maybe you went to jail, and they put you inside the room where you sober up at. Maybe you met someone in there. And people that are really, really about getting sober, and people that aren't about getting sober. And getting sober is very, very important. And I'm so proud of you for getting sober. I'm so proud of you for getting sober. So proud of you. And just know that if you've relapsed, that don't beat yourself up for it. It's part of the process. In some cases more than others, because some people they don't go part of the process, and some people will be a part of that process. For me, I was a part of the process. I relapsed about 2 times before I really figured out that I was done after I got out of rehab. So you gotta surround yourself with good people, good support. People that are gonna push you. Man, you gotta go to the gym. Come on, man. Write your music. Bro, you like drawing? Get on that drawing. Surround yourself with good, like-minded people. Very important. Very, very important. Number 3 is gonna be staying busy. But not staying busy to where you put all these things on your plate and you're just stressing out, because we all know that stress is what? Stress is a trigger for relapse. And we don't need that. We don't need that at all. So keep yourself busy. Find books that you like to read. If you do like video games and still have a love for video games, pick up the video game. Don't lose yourself in the video games, but pick up the video game, What we don't want is downtime, because when we have downtime, what do? We get in our heads and we think a lot, and then we get a case of the fuckets, and then it's all over from there, So for sure, most definitely stay busy, but not to where you're stressed out. Hang out with your family, and when you're getting sober, you're going to be mending a lot of those broken relationships and those, all those bridges that you burned. You're going to be mending those. Some of them, and you got to realize that some of these bridges you can't mend. Some of them are just going to be the way they are. And some of them you can mend. But the ones that we can, we're going to make those stronger. It's going to be good for us. So that's what we're going to do, So staying busy, building our relationships, focusing on things that don't trigger us and how to avoid things that trigger us. Telling yourself affirmations can keep you busy. Reading a book can keep you busy. Drawing, find love for cooking, cleaning. Just leisure activities. Do your leisure activities. Those are really, really important. If you need to play some ping pong, play some ping pong, But leisure activities and staying busy is very, very crucial to staying sober. Downtime is very, very, very scary when you're sober. Unless you learned how to enjoy the silence, then that's very good. Go ahead and sit there and meditate. Meditating is very, very important also. But when you learn how to, enjoy that silence, because if you haven't learned how to enjoy the silence and you try to meditate, you're just gonna overthink and start future tripping, and that's not gonna be good. So we don't want that. And if you ever do find yourself in a state of future tripping, then just know that you're here, you're present. Look where your feet are, you're grounded, and you're in the now. Remember, staying in the now is very, very important when you're staying sober. Number 4 is to try to get yourself out of future tripping. So getting yourself out of future tripping means when you're sitting there and you start thinking and you're just like, what if I relapse? Or what if my family doesn't see the progress I'm making and they don't accept me? Or what if I made all this progress and it's for nothing? Or what if I can't get that job and I've been sober? And you start future tripping and you start thinking of all these things and you start putting obstacles basically in your own way. Because when you're making a plan, when you're in rehab or when you're getting sober, you're making a plan. They tell you to make a plan. They tell you to make a 30-day plan. They tell you to make a 100-day plan. They tell you to make a couple years plan. And some of it's realistic, some of it's not. It's just to get you in the thinking flow, in the state of flow of now, right? And so, or the future plan, meaning on how to build your goals leading up to that plan. So that would be building your now to later, right? But so future tripping can really set you back when it comes to staying sober. So just remember that you're in the now, and that things are gonna work out, because when you make all these obstacles, you basically divert yourself from your original plan. And something that could have been set for you, you went ahead and made 5 plans, and you just fucked it all up. So future tripping is something that can really set you back. So let's focus on how to not future trip. I used to sit there and I used to say, I'm not good enough, I'm not worth it. And then I would tell I'd tell the previous relationship, the significant other I was with, I'd tell them like, you deserve better and this and that, and I'd start tripping, and I'd start basically self-sabotaging my own relationship. And we don't want that, guys. So future tripping is something that we got to really work on, because when you future trip, you lose your patience, you lose your grounding, you have anxiety. Everything that you're working for just goes through out the window when you're future tripping. So it's something we really got to work on, right? That's very, very important on how to stay sober. Number 5 is very important, and it's working on yourself. Number 5 is working on yourself, working on your body, making sure that you're eating right. Eating right, getting your sleep, getting your exercise. All that stuff is very, very important. Building your body and your health up. Your mental health is very important, as well as getting sober. And that's basically getting into the routine. Getting into the routine is very important. It gives you a purpose. Waking up, making your bed, telling yourself those affirmations, breathing techniques, like things that are ridding you of your anxiety, things that are ridding you of your stress, working on yourself, working on your physical. Because when you're stressed out, our body tenses up, our body starts hurting, our body starts aging a little bit faster. So, we want to prevent that. So physical health is very important. Go on a walk, go see something new, go on a hike. You need that. You really need that. Go on a ride, go on a car ride, hang out with your pets, hang out with your family, things that are in the physical. Very, very important. Your physical health is very important. Eating right, sleeping right, very important. And also dash mental health, which the other steps will lead into mental health, and it'll be good for you. But mental health is very, very important. Telling yourself that you're worthy, telling yourself that you're worth it. Mental health is your motivation. It's what drives you. And building your dopamine. Working out, build your dopamine. Video games, build your dopamine. Try not to social media too much, like scroll. Social media can be funny and can be time consuming when you're getting sober, but don't lose yourself in the social media. So yeah, that was the topic today on 5 ways on how to stay sober. And it's very, very important. And your family will appreciate you for that, and if they don't, then you appreciate you for it. It's very important that you love you for you, and at the end of the day, that you got you for you. Because without you being okay, nothing else will work out. You gotta be okay first, especially if you have kids. And I know how that is. I was in active addiction. I have kids. Broke my fucking heart. And I got out of it for them and for me, first and foremost for me. Because if you're doing it for somebody else, it might not work the first time. And you'll learn that you gotta do it for you before you can do it for them. But yeah, I'm out of here. It's Tony, as always. Stay 10 toes. Later.